So I want to talk about loneliness because I feel like loneliness is just increasing, even though we have more access to being connected. And it's both men and women, but I want to talk about women especially in regards to raising kids. Because I feel like people just aren't meeting their person and they're not able to just naturally conceive how you would expect with a man and a woman. So I have so many friends and patients who are considering freezing their eggs and then getting pregnant on their own with no support. And I just can't imagine how hard that would be. I mean, it takes a really strong woman to do that. And there's no problem with that choice whatsoever. But just from my own experience raising kids, it's a lot of work. And I feel like the fertility industry is taking advantage of these people who really want families but can't just come across them so easily, whether it be fertility struggles or just wanting to raise a kid on their own, single moms, or even single dads, right? It could be anyone. For example, though, I just had a patient come in who has spent $70,000 on fertility treatments recently, the last 2 years. And they finally did an HCG, which is how you look at your fallopian tubes to see if they're open, to see if the egg can be dropped through into the uterus. And just by doing that procedure, it actually helps increase the rates of pregnancy because it kind of opens up the fallopian tubes. But the fertility industry rarely does this procedure slash test because it is a test. They instead go straight for IVF because that bypasses the fallopian tubes anyways. They just implant an embryo straight into the uterus. So people are spending thousands of dollars when they could just get this little test slash procedure done and potentially have better rates at pregnancy without having to spend thousands and thousands of dollars. So that just annoys me, the fertility industry taking advantage of people who really want a family, who are maybe feeling lonely, and they're just willing to do anything. On the same note, I have another patient who they've tried for 11 years to get pregnant with no success. They've tried everything. They've poured out all of that money. So now they tried to adopt. And the same thing costs them $20,000 every time there's a potential foster baby or child. And then if it doesn't work out, that money is just gone. So now they're trying to get a surrogate. So they have an agent who's matching them with a surrogate. And again, if the surrogate doesn't work out for any reason, then that money is just gone, $20,000 every time. Plus, if they do get a surrogate, they have to pay for her living expenses, her insurance, every single thing. So they're just out all of that money. Not that everything's about money, right? A family is priceless, but I just feel like these people who are really hurting inside are getting taken advantage of. So if you know anyone who's lonely, reach out to them, give them some support. I think that'll go a long way.